Ah, people. No, so, you know what I hate? You know what really grinds my gears? People who don't listen to me the way you all should. No, I'm kidding. So, I got a text from my boss. Apparently, she texted me at like 3 o'clock today, and I didn't notice. But she said something along the lines of, uh, you can come in Friday, be fine. So, I called her back a few minutes ago, and because it was about my boots, how I said that I mean, because we're supposed to have steel toe boots, but the ones I have are completely, I mean, you know, like I said, you can see, my foot through the boot. So when you're working in a factory, that's kind of dangerous. Not to mention it's completely insanely hot in there. So the heat, because the floor is concrete, that heat seeps up into my shoe. Why? Because I've got a giant hole in it that that heat seeps up into my sock, and suddenly my feet are burning. Because the shoes ripped on the bottom. But she said something about, oh, it'll give you time to get your boots and all that. I'm like, I told you I was, because I told her yesterday. I'm like, I ordered them and they're not going to be here till the 11th of September. I told her yesterday. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I ordered them, and it's true. When I ordered them, it said that they would be there about next week. They were like the 5th or something that it said it would be. They're not at the 5th, but whatever, the 31st, first. And then I texted her, but then when I actually placed the order, it was like, oh yeah, so September 11th is when they're going to be there. And I'm like, well, that's a bit of a difference. So, but I told her yesterday when I was there, and I mean, it's always been this way with her. The year that I work, for the entire year I worked there, it was the same thing. It's like I tell her stuff, and then she just either doesn't listen or she forgets. Um, but she said either way, it's fine. Don't worry about coming in because I think the one of the housekeepers left. Either she left or she got sick or something. So she's like, well, I'm having a girl come in for an interview. So I was supposed to go in. I was going to get trained on the other baler. I mean, I've worked on the other baler, but I've more just kind of like put the stuff on the lift and done that and helped the guy kind of pull the bale out. But I've never actually worked the baler. I was trained on it when I first got there, but because I never had to do it, I just completely forgot how to fucking do it. So we were down there yesterday, but um, because it was so late in the day and we had to write up the incident report, and she still had to go around and make a list of all the stuff that was, like all the bales that were made or the tubes and everything. That alone took till about 2 o'clock or so, 2:30. So we went down there. She showed me just kind of the basics of it. Um, but she's like, yeah, don't worry about coming in tomorrow either way because I've got an interview with a girl tomorrow. So going in Friday, which is pretty helpful because quite frankly, it's way too fucking hot in that place. Way too fucking hot. Like it's not the walking and the being on your feet that it hurts. It's like I said with me, it's the heat coming through my shoes. The entire place is concrete. The entire floor is concrete, and because you've got machines going and this and that, the heat is obviously absorbed by that concrete, and it is just sometimes it's unbearable. And then when you go into the bathroom, you would think the bathrooms would be nice and cool and everything. It's like you got to go in there, do your business, give yourself a moment of reprieve. Nope, the bathrooms are just as hot. It's like there's no air conditioning in the bathrooms. So it is incredibly hot in that place. And it used to be hotter because there was the dye range where there was the steam and everything going on. So not only was it hot, it was humid and it went through the entire factory. But ever since they got rid of the dye range, it's it's just hot. It's not humid anymore. But Yeah, my boss has been like this for ages. You'll say something to her and she just won't listen, or she doesn't remember. Um, but yeah, my boots aren't going to be here till next Saturday. I mean, there's always a chance that things might get sped up and they might be here sooner than that, but um, I wouldn't count on it. Wouldn't count on it at all. But yeah. But I went out today. Uh, what I'd really do today? I still so was it Friday? I think it was last Friday. Um, the guy, his name is Ryan. He works for my landlady and her sister over at their farm. He does like, handyman kind of stuff. He came over not too long ago. He trying to fix the roof. We've got a tarp on the roof because they can't really afford to actually fix it. So it's been leaking like right up there. It was leaking, and then over here it was leaking. But that one a while ago we got fixed. But then it started leaking over there not too long ago. Um, and every time the landlady hires someone, it's like they always half-ass it. So you've got a tarp up there, but yet it's hard to, so it's kind of like they wanted all the water to come off over here, so they tried to make it, once it comes down, to flow down on like wood to try to come over here, but then they forgot the rest of the roof, so it still cascades out over here, and there's the pipe or something over here, and it's been going in the pipe and coming out over there. So he had to go up there and check that. Um, Obviously, my door, like I said, I get locked in I can't even close my door all the way. If you look at my door right now, you can see that it's partially opened. Because if I close my door, I get locked in. Because the doorknob on my side doesn't work. Um, and I'm not, I mean, I could fix things, but to put that in and try to, you know, like the side where it actually goes into, might have to readjust, and my hands are just not that steady anymore. So I'd much rather have someone who has steady hands to um, come along and do that. And actually, hang on. I was going to show you guys the other day, but yeah, it was like $10. It's just a nice doorknob. So made sure I got one of these. So that way, no one gets in my room when I'm gone, because sometimes my roommate has a bad habit of like, oh, I have food that I'm not going to use. I'm just going to put it in his room. I don't need people coming in my room when I'm not here. So, um, and then for my room on this side, and it came with two keys. So I'll just keep. I was thinking about giving, but yeah, it's pretty solid. For $10, I mean, it's a freaking doorknob. I mean, it's not gonna be super expensive. But it came with two keys, so I was gonna give one to someone else just in case, but no, fuck that. So I'll keep one on my, where is it? So I haven't put it on yet, but I'll keep one with Foxy, so that way. But then I'll have an extra just in case somehow that one gets lost or something. But yeah, he was supposed to come over Friday, and he was also supposed to measure my window because I want a screen. Like, I don't know if it was my landlady or something, but I can't open my window. It is like glued shut. And even if I could open my window, there's no screen on the outside. So he was supposed to come over and put the doorknob in and measure the window so they can get a right size screen. But apparently the guy's sick, and like he's throwing up blood or something, because apparently he's got really bad teeth, and it ended up giving him like a stomach virus because the teeth, went down, affected his stomach, and he's throwing up blood and shit like that. So and I would have her send someone else, but like I said, every time they send someone over, they was like half-ass it, and I don't need them like putting the fucking doorknob on and me trying to open the door and the whole thing just fucking falls off, you know? But you see this? This is the size of my wiener. I wish. Um, I sometimes I don't think people understand why I joke about my wiener size, how I say it's small. Like I've said before, when people are okay with the size, they're fairly good size, they don't care about making fun of it because they obviously know it's not true. You know, me, it's nothing but honesty until I decide to make a joke like that. I call myself ugly all the time. I call myself fat all the time. But I'm always saying about how tiny of a wiener I have, which is obviously not true. So I guess you can't always trust what you hear. Um, but yeah, I mean it's not this big, but actually, wait, it's not this thick. It's what I should say. It's not that thick. I'm packing a friggin' Pringles can. You're right. It's like this. It's this fucking thick. And it's like a fucking Pringles can. And I just gotta like hold that shit when I'm like, ah. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Um, so what we talked about my boss and how she doesn't like to listen. We talked about the doorknob. We talked about how I'm not this thick. So if you're looking at it this way, it's not this wide. It's more like this. It's like this wide. I'm a pencil dick. No. He's like, no, you're not, John. If you were a pencil dick, you wouldn't say it. That's the great part. No one will ever know. Anyways, I think it's starting to rain now. It was supposed to rain earlier, but then it got pushed back to later on today because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I think it's because of the hurricane. Um, yeah. Hang on, let me turn off my fan here. Yeah, I just hear like little raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. So, um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, so how's everyone doing? How you doing, champ? How's my little How's my little princess? You guys, you boys, you're my champ, my little champs, and you girls, you're my little princess. But dude, that's creepy. I know. But you guys should understand my humor by now, so it should all be fine. I have such bad humor. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I would love to be able to just sit here and talk and have you guys respond while I'm talking, almost like some kind of live stream, which I may be doing soon enough. Like I used to do them all the time, but like I said, I would only get like one or two people in there, so I just never felt the urge to do them. But now that my community is a lot larger and I have more of a family, a bit more confident with the live streams. I mean, most likely I'll just, you know, I've been watching a lot of Ocarina of Time randomizers lately, so I might do that. I might do the Majora's Mask randomizer instead of worrying about trying to do that after Majora's Mask. Also, now that I got my job and everything, I could get Kingdom Hearts. Might be doing Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts? May your heart be your guiding key. I've been wanting to play Kingdom Hearts for a while, so I mean, I think it's like $40 or $50, something like that. But it's well worth it because it's got like 5 games on it, I think. Um, so I'll start in order, like Kingdom Hearts 2, or rather, would it be Chain of Memories technically? I don't know. I may not even play Chain of Memories on camera because it's really not my favorite game. I really don't like the card system. But all the other ones, yeah, I'll play. You know, Birth by Sleep and the 358 over 2 days or whatever the fuck it is. Um, but Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 definitely on my to-do list because I love those games. Loved them their entire life. That Kingdom Hearts back in the day when it first came out, I think my grandma gave it to me of all people. Well, not me particularly, but us, me and my brothers. Um, so I was like, huh. She also got us the Digimon game, like the first one, Digimon World for the PlayStation. Such a great game. I love it. And I was doing a playthrough of it on my channel, but then I got a different computer. And yeah, so I had to basically start from the beginning. Same thing with Chrono Cross. I love the game, and I was doing a playthrough, but then I got a new computer, and all that data was, you know, all the saves was gone. So yeah, there's that. The Chrono Cross is one I definitely want to do again. Digimon World could be a streaming thing. Um, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts is definitely up there because I definitely want to step away more from not step away as in try to get rid of or anything, but I'm so used to doing Mario or Zelda or Nintendo that I would like to do something that isn't Nintendo like Kingdom Hearts. Um, so so Kingdom Hearts, I might do a live stream Kingdom Hearts type thing, or I'll just make it a series. But I know if I do a stream again, I'll probably either do the randomizer, the Ocarina of Time randomizer, or the Majora's Mask randomizer. Almost done with Majora's Mask. I mean, really, if I make full-length videos, it's not going to be much longer because I can easily do all the mask stuff off screen and then just kind of, get to the moon, get Fierce Deity's mask, and I mean, I know a lot of, I don't know them personally, but I know a lot of content creators who don't show every single bit of the game, even if it is their first time playing through it. So, yeah, all that side quest stuff is kind of boring, except for the cafe stuff. The cafe in Anju, like most of it's boring, but then like the final part of it, where you're in Icona Canyon and you're helping Cafe get the mask back, and then you're like in the last moments of the third day, and he rushes in the last second. He's like, "I'm here," and then they hug each other, and just it's so sweet. So stuff like that I would show, but everything else is kind of boring. um, but yeah. Anyways, I think I've talked for way too long. Most of it was about my wiener. John, John, I'm sure your wiener is wonderful. I'm sure you have an absolutely lovely wiener. And I'm sure the wiener is great. It's the best wiener. It's huge. It's a huge wiener. It's the best wiener. All other wieners fail in comparison to this wiener. It's just so great. It's so great. Um, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I love you guys.